Science can build an intelligent machine, but can it tell that machine what is right? Religion can speak about right and wrong, but what happens when religion refuses to face the facts? We are often told that we have to choose faith or reason, God or science, an open heart or an open mind. But more than a century ago, Abdu'l rejected that choice completely. There is no contradiction between true religion and science. Not because the two should politely avoid each other, but because truth cannot contradict truth. And that means something challenging for both sides. This is the fourth principle in our exploration of Paris talks, the harmony of religion and science. This is a personal reflection, not an official interpretation of the Bahá'í teachings. Abdu'l gives us a simple image. Imagine a bird trying to fly with only one wing. One wing is religion. The other is science. With religion alone, cut off from evidence and reason, we can fall into superstition. With science alone, cut off from spiritual and moral purpose, we may become powerful without becoming wise. And we can see that danger around us. Science can edit genes, extend life, and create technologies that reshape society. But it cannot decide by itself who should benefit, what is fair, whose suffering matters, what kind of future should we build. Science can help us understand what we can do. It cannot, by itself, tell us what we ought to do. For that, we also need justice, compassion, truthfulness, responsibility. But religion must face an equally difficult question. What happens when evidence shows that one of our beliefs is wrong? Do we reject the evidence, or do we allow our understanding to grow? Abdu'l is clear. If a religious belief contradicts established knowledge, clinging to it does not make faith stronger. It turns faith into superstition. For someone who has been told that questioning is dangerous, this is a liberating idea. You do not have to leave your mind at the door to enter a spiritual life. So how can religion remain grounded in truth while human knowledge keeps changing? The talk offers an important distinction. Religion has a spiritual part and a practical part. The spiritual part contains its enduring moral teachings. Be truthful, be generous, practice justice, show love, mercy, and faithfulness. Scientific discovery does not make these principles obsolete. In fact, the more power humanity gains, the more we need them. The practical part of religion includes social laws, customs, ceremonies, and outward forms developed for particular communities and times. Those forms may need to change because human life changes, our knowledge expands, our circumstances evolve. New problems require new responses. Justice remains, but the way we administer justice can develop. Compassion remains, but how we express compassion must respond to the needs of the present. The form can change, the light remains. The problem begins when we confuse the form with the light, when an old custom becomes more important than justice, when a ritual matters more than the spiritual quality it was meant to cultivate, or when defending tradition matters more than discovering truth. Religion can lose sight of its own purpose. And perhaps this explains why some people turn away from religion. They may not be rejecting the spiritual search. They may be rejecting a form of religion that seems afraid of honest questions. That brings us to one of the most powerful lines in the talk. Weigh carefully in the balance of reason and science everything that is presented to you as religion. Think about how radical that is. We are being asked to investigate, to look at the evidence, to ask difficult questions, and to change our understanding when truth requires it. That is not weak faith. It is intellectual honesty. But humility is needed on both sides. Religion must remain open to reason and evidence. Science must remain open to better evidence and continued discovery. And we should all be careful about claiming certainty where certainty does not yet exist. Neither superstition nor a purely material view of human life gives us everything we need. We need both wings. This is not merely about settling an old argument. The stakes are much higher. Artificial intelligence is advancing faster than our shared ethical agreements. Medicine can save lives in extraordinary ways, while millions still lack basic care. Technology connects the world, yet often leaves us more divided. Science is essential to solving these problems, but knowledge alone cannot guarantee that its power will be used justly. Religion can offer moral direction, but only when it is freed from superstition and willing to walk beside reason. We need the courage to discover what is true, and the courage to ask what that truth requires of us. So perhaps we do not have to choose between an open mind and an open heart. Perhaps humanity has been trying to fly with one wing for too long. The next time you encounter a religious claim, a scientific breakthrough, or a difficult decision, pause. What does the evidence show? What does reason tell you? And what do justice and compassion ask you to do with what you now know? We do not need faith that is afraid of questions, and we do not need knowledge without conscience. We need open minds, open hearts, and both wings working together.